Hi, hello, this is Giri, teaching ninth mathematics, the chapter real numbers. Here are the questions and solutions from exercise 1.4, and this is part 2 video. In this video, we will learn the solutions of question number 4, question number 5 and question number 6. Here is exercise 1.4 and this is question number 4. The ratio to circumference of a circle to its diameter is C by D is represented by pi, but we may say that it is irrational. Why? I should repeat. The ratio to circumference of a circle to its diameter C by D is represented by pi, but we say that it is irrational. And why? Here, the ratio between the circumference of the circle may be denoted by the letter C, and the diameter of the circle may be denoted by the letter D. Then the ratio between circumference and diameter, ratio is nothing but the division. Either you can write this as C is to D or C divided by D. We know that this value is pi. What type of this number pi? Here, this pi is an irrational number. Why it is an irrational number? This is the question. Now, here is the solution. Though pi is equal to C by D means it is nothing but the ratio between circumference of a circle to its diameter. But when can you say that a fraction is a rational number? You may please try to recollect the definition of a rational number. A rational number means any number in the form of p by q, where p and q should be integers. P and q should be integers and q not equal to 0. Any number in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0 is said to be a rational number. Though pi is in the form of p by q, here c and d should be integers. If c and d are integers, then only you can say that it is a rational number. Any one of c and d are not integers, then you can straight away say that pi is not an rational number and it is an irrational number, isn't it? Therefore here c comma d both are not integers. Either if c is an integer, then d need not be integer. If d is an integer, then c need not be an integer. Or in some cases both c and d are not integers. So the actual value of pi is 3.141592653589793238 and so on. If you find the ratio between circumference of a circle to its diameter, you will get this value. This is the value of pi. Pi is nothing but the ratio between circumference of a circle to its diameter. This is the value of pi. Generally, we write that pi is equal to 22 by 7. But pi value is not exactly equal to 22 by 7. Actual pi value is this. But if we apply this value in calculations, it will be difficult. That's why we took a fraction whose value is very near to this value. Therefore, actual pi value is not 22 by 7. Pi is not equal to 27, but it is approximately equal to, or it is nearly equal to 22 by 7. This is the actual value of pi. If we observe this decimal value, this decimal number is non-terminating. There is no end. It is non-terminating number. And at the same time it is not repeating. It is not recurring also. Therefore, pi value is non-terminating and non-recurring number. Since it is a non-terminating and non-recurring number, we can say that pi is an irrational number. So pi is an irrational number. Good. Now, dear children, let us look at question number 5. Here is question number 5. Rationalize the denominator of the fractions. The first bit 1 by 3 plus root 2, second bit 1 by root 7 minus root 6, and fourth bit root 6 divided by root 3 minus root 2. I left the third bit is also very simple, you can solve it at your own. I shall repeat the question. Rationalize the denominator of the following fractions. The first bit is 1 by 3 plus root 2. Second bit 1 by root 7 minus root 6. And fourth bit root 6 divided by root 3 minus root 2. Here is the solution. Let us consider the first bit 1 by 3 plus root 2. Here if you observe the denominator, this is a rational number and it is an irrational number. The sum of rational and an irrational will become an irrational number. Therefore, in the given fraction, we have an irrational number in the denominator place. Now the question is, we have to rationalize the denominator. Means, we have to bring a rational number in the place of denominator. This irrational number is to be replaced with a rational number without changing the value of the fraction. How? Okay, let us see here. Here, since 3 plus root 2 is the denominator, this is in the form of a plus b. Now, in order to make it a rational number, this square root is to be eliminated. This square root is to be taken out. Now, in order to eliminate this root 2, we have to square this, isn't it? But in order to square this is in the form of a plus b. Therefore, let us multiply this a plus b term with a minus b term. If you multiply a plus b with a minus b, you will get a square minus b square, so that this square root will be eliminated, isn't it? Therefore, let us multiply the total fraction or the numerator and denominator of the fraction with 3 minus root 2. This 3 minus root 2 is useful to rationalize the denominator. Therefore, this is called rationalizing factor. This 3 minus root 2 is called rationalizing factor for 3 plus root 2. In general, if either a and b are irrational numbers, then the rationalizing factor of a plus b is a minus b and the rationalizing factor of a minus b is a plus b. Okay. Now here you see, we have given a fraction 1 by 3 plus root 2. Since 3 plus root 2 is the denominator, the rationalizing factor is 3 minus root 2. Therefore, let us multiply both numerator and denominator with 3 minus root 2. If 1 into 3 minus root 2 is 3 minus root 2 divided by 3 plus root 2 into 3 minus root 2. This is a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Understood? Here this is the product of two fractions. Product of two fractions is nothing but the product of numerators, that is 1 into 3 minus 2 is 3 minus root 2, and the product of denominators 3 plus root 2 into 3 minus root 2 is 3 square minus root 2 whole square. This is equal to 3 minus root 2 divided by 3 square is 9 minus square root 2 whole square. Square root and square will be cancelled and this is 2, isn't it? Now this is 3 minus root 2 divided by 9 minus 2 is 7. You see, in this fraction, the denominator is now a rational number. Previously, in the given question, the denominator is an irrational number. Now we made this, or we converted this denominator, an irrational number, into a rational number. This process is called rationalizing the denominator. Understood? Now, in the same model, you can answer the second bit also. Second bit is 1 by root 7 minus root 6. Since root 7 minus root 6 is a denominator, this is in the form of a minus b, let us multiply both numerator and denominator with a plus b, that is root 7 plus root 6. The rationalizing factor for root 7 minus root 6 is root 7 plus root 6. Okay. Now again multiply both numerators, that is 1 into root 7 plus root 6 is root 7 plus root 6 divided by a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. This is root 7 plus root 6 by root 7 whole square is 7 minus root 6 whole square, square root and square will be cancelled, this is 6. This is root 7 plus root 6 by 7 minus 6 is 1, which is equal to root 7 plus root 6 only. Now this is fourth bit now. Root 6 divided by root 3 minus root 2. Here the denominator is root 3 minus root 2. The denominator is root 3 minus root 2. And the rationalizing factor for root 3 minus root 2 is root 3 plus root 2. Therefore, let us multiply both numerator and denominator of the fraction with root 3 plus root 2. Now, the product of both numerators, root 6 into root 3 plus root 2 divided by product of both denominators, root 3 minus root 2 into root 3 plus root 2. If you observe the product of numerators, this is root 6 into root 3. Root 6 into root 3 plus root 6 into root 2. Here root 6 means 2 into 3. 6 is 2 into 3 and this is 3. Therefore it is root over 3 into 3 into 2 plus root 6 into root 2, that is 2 into 3 into 2 is 2 into 2 into 3. Isn't it? Divided by a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. Okay. Now if you observe this, square root of 3 into 3 is 3 and square root of 2 is root 2. Out of square root, here we have 2 3's. 3 into 3, that is square root of 9. Square root of 9 is 3 root 2. This is 3 root 2 plus 2 into 2 is 4. Square root 4 is 2 into root 3 is 2 root 3. Divided by root 3 whole square is 3 minus root 2 whole square is 2. What is 3 minus 2? 1 only. Therefore, the numerator is 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 divided by 1. Like this, actual given denominator is root 3 minus root 2, an irrational number. Converting a denominator which is an irrational number into a rational number is called rationalizing the denominator. If at all you rationalize the numerator, sometimes you may have rational numbers at numerators. In such case, if you are asked to rationalize the numerator, then you have to multiply the numerator with the rationalizing factor, so that you will get a rational number at the numerator place. That is called rationalizing the numerator. Okay, good. Now, dear children, let us look at question number 6. Simplify by rationalizing the denominator. First bit, 6 minus 4 root 2 by 6 plus 4 root 2. And second bit, root 7 minus root 5 divided by root 7 plus root 5. I shall repeat. Simplify by rationalizing the denominator. 6 minus 4 root 2 by 6 plus 4 root 2. And second bit, root 7 minus root 5 by root 7 plus root 5. Now let us solve the first bit. Here is the solution. Let us write down the first bit. What is the first bit given? First bit is 6 minus 4 root 2. Isn't it? 6 minus 4 root 2 by 6 plus 4 root 2. What is the denominator here? The denominator is 6 plus 4 root 2, which is in the form of a plus b. I told you previously that the rationalizing factor for 6 plus 4 root or for a plus b is a minus b. Okay. Now, since 6 minus 4 root is denominator, let us multiply the total given fraction with 6 minus 4 root 2. 6 minus 4 root into 6 minus 4 root 2 is 6 minus 4 root 2 whole square. By 6 plus 4 root 2 into 6 minus 4 root 2, that is a plus b into a minus b, is a square minus b square. Now if you observe the numerator, numerator is in the form of a minus b whole square. What is the expanded form of a minus b whole square? A minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now let us apply this formula to numerator. This is in the form of a minus b whole square. A square means 6 square minus 2ab, 2 into 6 into 4 root 2 plus b square means 4 root 2 whole square divided by 6 square means 6 is 36 minus 4 root 2 whole square, that is 4 square is 16 minus root 2 whole square is 2, 16 into 2 is 32. Now this is 6 square. 6 square means 6 6 36 minus 2 into 6 12, 12 into 4 48 root 2. This is 48 root 2 plus 4 root 2 whole square we did just now. 4 root 2 whole square is 32, isn't it? 4 square is 16 into root 2 whole square is 2. 16 2 is 32 divided by 36 minus 32 is 4. 36 plus 32 is 68 minus 48 root 2 by 4. Now this 4 in 68 17 times, this 4 in 48 12 times. Therefore 68 minus 48 root 2 divided by 4 is equal to 17 minus 12 root 2. Now let us look at the second bit. Second bit is root 7 minus root 5 by root 7 plus root 5. The given fraction is root 7 minus root 5 by root 7 plus root 5. Here you can observe that both numerator and denominator are irrational numbers. But we are asked to rationalize the denominator only. Therefore, don't go for rationalization of the numerator. Only rationalize the denominator. Observe the denominator. Denominator is root 7 plus root 5. Then what is the rationalizing factor for root 7 plus root 5? The rationalizing factor is root 7 minus root 5. The rationalizing factor of root 7 plus root 5 is root 7 minus root 5. Therefore, let us multiply both numerator and denominator of the fraction with root 7 minus root 5. This is also root 7 minus root 5 only. By mistake, we took it as positive, but it is not plus, it is minus. Root 7 minus root 5 by root 7 minus root 5. We have to multiply this fraction with the same value, both numerator and denominator with the same value, so that the value of the fraction does not change. The rationalizing factor for root 7 plus root 5 is root 7 minus root 5. Therefore, let us multiply both numerator and denominator with root 7 minus root 5. This is also root 7 minus root 5, not root 7 plus root 5. In the place of plus, you please keep minus root 7 minus root 5. Now this is equal to root 7 minus root 5 into root 7 minus root 5 is root 7 minus root 5 whole square by a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. The numerator is in the form of a minus b whole square, where the denominator is in the form of a square minus b square. Both are different. Okay, a minus b whole square means a square root 7 whole square minus 2ab, 2 into root 7 into root 5 plus b square. B square means root 5 whole square divided by root 7 whole square is 7, root 5 whole square is 5. Root 7 whole square is 7 minus 2 into root of 7 into 5, 7 5 is 35 plus root 5 whole square is 5 by 7 minus 5 is 2. What is 7 plus 5? 7 plus 5 is 12 minus 2 root 35 by 2. This 2 in 12 6 times, this 2 in 2 1 time. Therefore, its answer is 6 minus root 35. 6 minus root 35. Now, we have another bit in question number 6. Let us do this. Simplify by rationalizing the denominator. Third bit is 3 root 5 minus root 7 by 3 root 3 plus root 2. We have to rationalize the denominator of this fraction. The given fraction is 3 root 5 minus root 7 by 3 root 3 plus root 2. Let us solve this. Here, write down the given question. Write down the given fraction. 3 root 5 minus root 7 by 3 root 3 plus root 2. This is the given fraction. If we observe the given fraction, we have to rationalize the denominator. This denominator is to be rationalized. This denominator is in the form of a plus b. Its rationalizing factor is a minus b. Therefore, multiply both numerator and denominator with 3 root 3 minus 2. Here the denominator is 3 root 3 plus root 2. Then by rationalizing the denominator, this fraction into this numerator and denominator is to be multiplied with rationalizing factor. The rationalizing factor of 3 root 3 plus root 2 is 3 root 3 minus root 2. Okay. Now, here product of both numerators by product of denominators. Product of both numerators divided by product of both denominators. Now this is 3 root 5 minus root 7 into 3 root 3 minus root 2. These two values are different. These two are different. Therefore, I have to multiply this total second bracket with the first value. Again, you multiply the total second bracket with the second value. That is 3 root 5 into 3 root 3 minus root 2 minus root 7 into 3 root 3 minus root 2 divided by a plus b into a minus b is a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. That is root 3 whole square minus root 2 whole square. 3 into 3 is 9, root over 5 into 3 is 15, minus 3 into root of 5 into 2, root 5 to is 10, minus root 7 into 3 root 3. 3 into root of 7 3 is 21, minus into minus plus root of 7 into root of 2, square root of 7 to is 14. Understood? I shall repeat. You see, 3 root 5 into 3 root 3. Multiply the rational numbers and multiply the irrational numbers separately. 3 into 3, 9. Square root of 3 into square root of 5. Square root of 3 5 is 15. Minus 3 root 5 into root 2. 3 into root of 5 2 is 10. Minus root 7 into 3 root 3. This is 3 into root of 7 3 is 21. Minus into minus plus root 7 into root 2, root of 7 2 is 14 divided by 3 root 3 whole square minus root 2 whole square. 3 root 3 whole square, this is 3 square into root 3 whole square. 3 square is 9 into root 3 whole square is 3. 9 3 is 27. Minus root 2 whole square. Square root 2 whole square is 2. What is 27 minus 2? 27 minus 2 is 25. And the numerator is 9 root 15 minus 3 root 10 minus 3 root 21 plus root 14 divided by 25. Like this, we rationalize the denominator. Actual given denominator is 3 root 3 plus root 2, which is an irrational number. Now we converted this irrational number into a rational number like this. So that we solved question number 4, 5 and 6 of exercise 1.4. All the video links of introduction to real numbers and the questions and solutions of exercise 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 and 1.4 are provided in the description. You can click the video link and you can view the videos to revise the chapter. Thank you. Thank you one and all.